Welcome back, Destin Survivor spectators. This is Michael, and this is his exit interview. So, Michael, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing all right today. Weather's a little gloomy, but my spirits couldn't be higher.
It is. That's good. All right, so first question. What was your favorite aspect about being on Destin Survivor?
Ooh, favorite aspect. That's a tough question.
It is.
I initially, I joined up because people told me, it's a good way to meet people and make friends. And I was like,
Yeah, exactly.
okay, sure. Game show about stabbing each other in the back is a great way to get to know each other.
Yes.
But as it turns out, they were totally right. Like, the community's so awesome. I actually ran into Nora and Ashwin downstairs this morning, and we talked about some stuff. So that was great. It's like, the host team, the players, even getting a chance to talk to the production crew and whatnot.
Thank you.
It was really great to just get to know new people around campus, and I think honestly, I got a lot closer to people than I was expecting, and I'm honestly going to miss seeing them around now that the season's over.
Yeah, that is great to hear.
Thank you.
If you had the chance to do anything differently, what would you do, throughout the entire season?
Throughout the entire season?
Yes.
I think ultimately the thing that screwed me over the most was when we were down to the final five. I tried to team up with Max and Eli, not realizing that Eli had already turned on Max to join up with Uvelk and Emma.
Oh, no.
And I had been with Uvelk and Emma, and I was trying to keep things interesting because I thought, me and Max and Eli, that would be such a weird, that would be such a crazy final third.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, me, Uvelk, and Emma, we're all friends in real life. It would be kind of boring. So I was like, I'm going to stab him in the back right now. It would be crazy. And then Eli also did the same thing. So it was me and Max voting against the three of them. So Max got voted out, and then it was me. And then they didn't trust me anymore. And then they voted me out in the final, so that Eli, Emma, and Uvelk were the final three.
Yep.
And I know that Uvelk and Emma probably would have chosen to be with each other in the final two anyway.
Yes,
but,
definitely.
I could have at least made it one step further if I hadn't tried that point.
That's
so that's
true.
probably the biggest fumble of the season.
All right. It was very entertaining to see, though, as a spectator.
I'm sure. I'm glad you had fun.
Yes. All right, next question. Would you play again?
Oh, I would totally play again. I know that I'm going to try to come out for All-Stars over the summer. I think that would be fun, if they'll have me, of course.
Oh, of course.
And I'm thinking, for Season 8, I might try to join the host team.
Ooh,
So
okay.
it'd be a lot
That's
of fun.
exciting.
And if not the host team, I'd be fine doing production. I've got some crazy ideas for some games that I could whip out.
Yes.
But yeah, no, if I was offered the opportunity to play in another regular season, I'd totally do it. I feel like even if I don't make it very far, just the experience of meeting new people and playing all the games and the in-person challenges especially, I didn't win best physical game for nothing.
That's true.
I'm a huge fan of the in-person challenges. Those were always a blast.
Oh, yes.
So I would totally do it again for sure.
That's good. On that, what was your favorite challenge of the season?
Yeah, I know that typically when people gave that question during both the Final Four interviews or for the Instagram or for when they asked that for the quiz questions for the jury quiz.
Yes.
I said both times that it was the scavenger hunt because I'm a sucker for a good scavenger hunt just in general.
I am too. Yes.
I love running around town and taking pictures of random stuff, especially doing it with the team.
Exactly.
Doing it solo is really entertaining, but coordinating with other people and trying to get as many people in the picture as possible, that was a ton of fun. I really loved that. But if I hadn't been out of town when we did the hide and seek challenge, I think that might have been my favorite. Just because even if I didn't do well in it, I don't know how well I would have done. I probably would have tried to hide in the ceiling tile or something.
I would have loved to see that.
I love hide and seek. I used to be part of a youth group back in New Jersey that met every week on Thursdays, and we would always do hide and seek or sardines or something.
Yes.
Which was always a ton of fun. So I gotta say that those types of challenges were always something I really enjoyed. So yeah, that probably for challenges I actually competed in was probably the scavenger hunt. And then in terms of things I wish I could have been there for hide and seek because I think that might have just topped it.
Yeah. Did you go to Wits after the scavenger hunt?
We didn't have time for a victory celebration at Wits, unfortunately.
Yeah, it was very unfortunate what happened to Erosion.
It was crazy to me that it ended up being a 50-50 split between DSAS and Erosion in the Final Four.
Wait, I did not realize
it was
that.
me and Uvelk from Erosion.
Oh,
then,
wait, yeah.
Eli and Emma from DSAS, which is insane considering how many L's Erosion took in the beginning.
That is really surprising. I did not realize that. Are you satisfied with the overall results? And did you want Emma to win?
I think out of the three people that ended up, I would say betraying me, but really I betrayed them. So I can't really harbor any resentment there.
Well, yeah.
I think I'm glad that Emma won out of the three of them. As I said before, I'm friends with Emma in real life. We're super cool. And she's a really great person. I think if Uvelk had won, she probably never would have let me forget about it. 'Cause, if you're watching this, you'll probably already know what how Uvelk can get when it comes to competition.
Yeah.
And I think I'm happier that Emma won rather than Eli, just because I feel like over the course of the season, Eli and I didn't interact a whole ton. And like towards the end, when I did finally start trying to interact with Eli, that's when she ended up switching sides and like kind of doing me to my fate, which isn't necessarily her fault, although it 100% totally is.
Yeah.
I mean, she didn't win like that mastermind and the villain award for nothing.
Oh,
so
that's true.
I'm glad
yes.
I'm the one in the end, for sure.
That's good. Wait, why do I have the same question twice? Okay, not
I don't
gonna.
know. Why do you have the same question?
I don't know. This was very
Oh, I love this.
rushed. I love this song too. Would you go on Real Survivor?
Like the actual Survivor competition?
Actual Survivor competition.
Well, I think based on the awards that were given out at the end of the season, and like I mentioned before, that I won Best Physical Game, I think out of everyone who competed this season, I'd probably be like a pretty good fit for actual Survivor.
I agree.
Because I did pretty well in like the actual like in-person competitions.
Yeah.
And not as well in like Papa's Freezeria, for example.
Oh, yes.
Papa's Freezeria. But
Yeah.
I think the experience of Survivor in person might like. I feel like the other types of people who would go after that are probably like a lot more physically inclined than I am, like in real life. I think like people that turn out for Dennis and Survivor are kind of a little bit geeky and nerdy, which is like awesome. Because
Yeah.
that's my favorite kind of people.
Exactly.
So I don't. So like being Best Physical Game amongst the Dennis and Survivor crew might not necessarily mean that I'd be like a top candidate to like win real life Survivor.
You never know.
I'd try anything once.
Yeah,
like I'd give it a
exactly.
go. I might get voted out in the first tribal council, but I do my best.
I
That's what
doubt
matters.
that. I think you'd make it at least to the third.
Okay. Thanks. I'm glad you're so confident. in
Yes,
me.
I'm very confident. Is there anything else you want to add, just for our spectators about your season, or anything else?
Well, for people who spectated this season, who were spectators from the beginning or who became spectators before Merge, I think everyone who's been exposed to Survivor should definitely try to compete in one season if possible. I think even if you don't make it very far, I think it's like the experience is worth it.
Yeah,
like, I think it's
exactly.
a lot of fun. And I know, like from watching Spectators, that you definitely enjoyed it. I've seen the memes now that the
Yes.
season's over, and I think if you enjoyed making the memes, I think you'd totally love being a part of the memes in the future.
Exactly, yes.
So yeah, I think everyone, all you spectators, definitely try to come out for a season at some point, and who knows, maybe I'll see you there.
Yeah, maybe. And is that all?
I think so. Obviously, I want to thank Drew for having me.
Thank you.
I appreciate being interviewed. I appreciate taking the time to come meet me outside of the normal
Yeah.
hours. But yeah, I appreciate it for sure.
You're welcome. All right, and then with that, that's Michael, and that's his exit interview.